we shall start then with our. So feel free to tweet yours in as well. Feel free to tweet yours in. What we should do is, because the legend has blobbed today because he's ill apparently, having overindulged with Odsall yesterday. That's what I've been told. We should let the listeners do his predictions. That's what we should do. Well. The listeners can do his.
You have overtaken him in the league, by the way.
Right. What's the standings?
Well, I'm on 46. You're on 42. So you've got spot on the Salford tip. So you got Salford by 2.
I went for bloody Catalan though, didn't I, last week?
Yeah.
You on the tip, and I went for Wakefield. Madness.
And and this goes on 41.
All right, very good. Right, John, Salford against St Helens. Both teams on 6 points, so the winner will be top of Super League on Thursday night. Who's it going to be?
I think it's going to be a lot closer when they played last time when St Helens won by put 60 on them.
Yeah,
but no, I think St Helens just look far too good. I think them by 12. I think they've really moved on from last year. Alex Walmsley, such a boost to have him back.
Those 2 tries.
Well, I think that was the argument against them at the end of last year, was that their forward pack might have been a bit too small or overpowered. But you put Walmsley back in there. I think St Helens for me.
Well, Jeff has messaged in. He's gone for Saints. Saints by how many, Jeff? And you can pick for Gary. So you're going there. What are you going, Rich? Salford Saints.
I'm going to go Saints as well. But I do think it'll be very close. We like Salford. We like the way they play.
We got thanked for being nice to Salford.
Did we?
We did. Yes,
nice.
we did.
We don't want to be banned. So I'm going to go Salford by 8.
You know when we made that A team thing when we moved.
Yeah,
we said with the A team hiding out in the North Leeds Underground. That is actually going to happen, isn't it? We won't be allowed in anywhere. We'll be like the A team when they turn up with the false beards on and the sunglasses. That'll be us go to games.
See, I've got to go to Leeds on Friday. I'm going to get in there.
All Leeds are we?
Yeah. I like Leeds, obviously.
I was sat next to Phil the other day. Never mentioned it.
No,
we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Just no cheering, no crying when Wakefield win, because you do get emotional.
Johnston! No.
Yes, that's it.
I'm going to Salford by 8. Saints by 8, sorry.
By 8. I'm going to go a little bit more. I think Saints by 14. I think it'll be really tight, but I'm just with you. I thought Saints they've just got that little bit of an aura about them at the minute. And with the best will in the world, that's a massive win for Salford last week. They've got bigger fish to fry. They'll give it a good rattle, I'm sure they will, Salford, but I think Saints, just at the moment, will have too much. Toby said he's going for a shock Salford win.
Dave's going to be Saints by 12. So all around the same ballpark.
Okay. Fair enough. Castleford Hull Cats on Friday night at the Jungle.
Castleford have been really, really impressive. I think, I didn't think with Luke Gale not being there they'd struggle a bit, but they've undefeated, looking very, very good. Smashed London. I think beat Hull KR by 10.
10?
I think Hull KR, they're a good team, but I think Cass at home, they've got a bit of a momentum about them as well.
I've gone by a bit more. I've gone Cass by 16. I think they're just a few more scores better than Hull KR at the moment. At home, yes, I know they've got their injury problems, but obviously Jake Jim is Tash. If someone at Cash should
the new Scully.
Well, they need to get T-shirts with it on, don't they? And get them sold in the club shops. Right while the iron's hot, as we say.
Yeah.
So, Cass by 16.
Well, Karen has gone Cass 20. Luke's Cass 22. Mark Cass by 14. Another Mark Cass by 18. I'm going to go Cass by 36. I think this could be a tucking up this week.
That's a Scully type prediction.
No, it's not. Nothing. Hull KR will win the majority of their points at home. On the travels, I'm not as convinced. That's a bad defeat for them last week. That is a bad defeat.
22-8.
Yeah, that's a bad defeat. I could be miles out with that. I've just got a feeling Cass might. They won by 40, granted against London, but London pushed Hull KR close the week before.
Yeah.
And Cass made them look quite. I almost felt Cass didn't get out of second gear, if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah.
I just think at home, weather's pretty good this week. Might be wrong. Cass 30. What did I say? 36?
36.
Yeah, I'll go for that. Leeds against Wakefield.
It's a really tough one.
Be careful. Richard's quite emotional this week. Be careful.
Steroids.
He's on the roids.
I think now that the monkeys off Wakefield's back, they'll start picking up wins. They were my tip to finish 5th. Disappointed me in round 1, but on the other side, Leeds starting to hit a bit of form. First game back at Headingley after a long time. I think Leeds by 4.
I think the emotion of the South Stand, because it's back now. So as you remember when it closed, and that was the end of Leeds. And,
it was very sad.
It was, but now it's back. And a new era of legends.
There you go, you see. Someone gets knocked down one day, it's back the day after.
Who knew? And I think Leeds will win. But only because I'm kind of thinking, I'm using reverse psychology on this one. And I've gone Leeds by 2. And it to be 2 Richie Myler drop goals. Because after Mark Sneed won this week, Richie Myler next week, so we may never see him again.
Remember when he missed that drop goal last year that cost me all that?
Yeah.
So if Sneed's the Iceman, Myler's the Milkman.
By the way, anyway, in interest of fairness, at half-time last week, the legend, he tweeted out how well they were playing, and he actually said to me he's playing really well. So he did.
That's a fair effort for someone who doesn't know how to use Twitter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But he got a Gmail about it. He's all right. Davidson leads by 19. Mark says Wakey by 12. The other Mark says Wakey by 8. Andy said Leeds by 12. Wakey by 12, says Dave. That's the call. I've been impressed by Leeds, and I backed them with a handicap last week. I just thought they'd put in a performance, and the big thing about them being at home, they've been on the road for 4 weeks, but they've had 4 really hard games.
They have, yeah.
They've had 4 really hard games, and I can see this being really high scoring.
I think Lola here and Marla are starting to build that competition now.
And Hurrell. But then there's Bill Tup on the other side. This is a game I want to watch.
Big Dave.
This is a game
Against
I want to
his new
watch.
club.
Yep, Big Dave.
Can the Wakey pack take it to Leeds? Can Leeds stick in it? I'm going to go Wakey by 4.
It's the one advantage Wakefield have.
Also,
say their pack
you need to predict which Wakefield player will be sin binned.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Keep the streak alive.
I am going for Ben Jones Bishop. Sin bin for holding down. Who are you going for?
Big Dave.
Big Dave.
Because he's the hero of the Wakefield fans anyway.
Oh, Hampshire.
Yeah.
Okay. Catalan against Warrington. This is a decent game. This is an interesting one. The Dragons Saturday taking on Warrington.
They're always tougher at in Perpignan, but Warrington just really, really impressed me. I think they're, I think it is their year, and I think they'll keep the undefeated run alive. Warrington by 8.
I've gone Warrington by 6. I think it'd be another tight game. Catalans haven't quite hit the straps yet, have they? I know they beat Huddersfield, but they're a new Hull now. So I will take Warrington by 6. They are probably the most consistent team.
I'm going to borrow the legend, and I'm going Warrington by 7.
I can put your head on Len Goodman if you want.
You can do. Lots of people. Karen's gone Y by 12. Jeff Y by 22. Dave Y by 16. Mark Warrington by 8. And Luke says Y by 18. Benny is back. Another Mark says Y by 8. 10. Sorry, everyone's going for them. Andy's invited Nicholas to Warrington if he can't go to Widnes to watch a game. I think Nicholas is bringing his whole family, so that could be an expensive offer from Andy. But hey, I'm sure we'll take care of him one way or another.
I thought Luke meant Ben Westman. It might be Ben Curry's back. I didn't realise he was so close to coming back.
All right.
Toby, so that'd be a big boost.
That'll be a good one.
Well, they're playing already, and then you add him to the mix.
He's a good player. Right, we go on to Sunday. Huddersfield against the informed Hull FC. Go on, Hull!
Oh, faithful.
I think the black and whites are back. Yep.
They're back.
They impressed me.
What, like Roland Rat? I'm back.
No,
this rubbish anywhere else.
John's got no idea.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The saviour of British television in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yep, no idea. I was impressed with them on Sunday. I think that'll give them a huge amount of confidence that they've slayed the King Kong on their back, and Huddersfield just quite average.
Graham, Jeff, Karen all going Hull.
Yeah, I think Hull by 12.
I've gone by 6 again, but I may be made to look foolish here because I think Hull. I know I said last week they ain't no good, but they weren't no good, and then Gareth Ellis turned up, and then they were good, and they beat Wigan.
The saviour.
And Huddersfield are rubbish, so apologies for Hull fans. But Hull by 6, probably more.
Yeah, I go Hull by 10. much to the delight of my Wakefield fans.
Huddersfield
fans.
We'll upset all the Huddersfield fans who we upset the other week by saying they'd lose at Catalans and then they lost at Catalans.
Yeah, I know. It's like people go, oh, they're all against us, written us off already. We get asked to pick a team who we think's going to win.
You are very anti-Huddersfield on that.
It's like a 50-50 choice.
I've been threatened with violence by people who work for that
I've
club.
hated them since they merged with Sheffield, in fairness.
Stay classy.
Yeah. Huddersfield Giants.
Well, look, they've lost
mergers.
3 out of 3, you know. And finally, London against Wigan. Can Wigan finally get off 0?
Well, you were talking about the hard run that Leeds have had. So Wigan have played St Helens, Leeds, the Roosters, and Hull.
Yeah.
So I think they will be. Is that in London?
In London.
Yeah. Well, they go there every year to play the Scholars, don't they? They have the little jaunt down in the city.
Andy said London by 6 with due one, he says.
They are due one, but no, I think...
He's been described as the big relegation game all night, so...
I think Wigan by... It is a relegation playoff at the moment, along with Huddersfield. Yeah. I think Wigan by 18. They'll win that one.
I've got a bit more. I've gone by 24, similar to Cass on Saturday. I think when you look back, and I generally watch the highlights of that game because I was working, but Cass looked like they didn't necessarily need to step out of first or second year.
I
agree think Wigan might be able to do the same thing. And again, it's no knock on London because we like London, but Wigan are the champions and they're the team who came up through the £1 million game. So I feel like we have to justify everything because everyone thinks we hate everyone.
Well, just sod them. Just who are you going for?
Wigan by 24.
Right, okay. I think it'll be a bit tighter than that. I think London will put up a good... I think these are the games when London get up. No disrespect to Cass, who took a great support. I think these are the games the players will be wanting to prove themselves in. Jared Sam up against his former club. I'm going Wigan by 8. Yeah, I think, does that conclude the draw?
It does, and
that's it.
That'll be up on social media, so you can all retweet it when we've got everything wrong.
Yeah.
All the London fans.
Funny, no one ever messages in when we get them right, but that's life. That's life. Thank you to you for listening. Thanks to everyone that shared. Thanks for subscribing if you have done on YouTube. Please share it. Let us people know we're here. More and more you're watching, listening every week. And download the old podcast because where is it? We're big this week? Burkina Faso or something like that?
Switzerland again this week.
Switzerland. All right, yeah, we're big in Switzerland. They know what they're doing, them Swiss lads. Make sure you join them.